Go, traders. Morning, evening, afternoon, depending on where you are. Let's get it. The first thing I see is this massive showing, right? If you're a Wayne's World fan, right? So let's dive in here. It's been a day or two. All right. So now I want to remind everyone that everything is distorted because there was a day off in the middle of the week. All right. Now, so what you got to do is you got to look at your daily chart. So 20, 18. Now look, okay, TradingView does it correctly. It skips, right? Let's see if it okay, it still does it on settlement. Okay, good. All right, now all right, perfect. All right, so what we're looking for is do we do we go above or below 3150? That's the over under for right here, right? Remember this is the key right here. And then the breaker block below it. All right. So now on the daily chart, we've got some crime scene that we got to get back to at 6100. Here's the deal. If we don't get 6100, here's the levels. This is incredible. Folks, these are the actual levels of what it's going to be. Watch. Let me break it down like Evander Holyfield here, okay? Listen. We're going to either 6100 quickly, okay, or we're going to fail back to 5720. Okay. If we break through 6400, copy that. Yep. Looks right to me. Okay. If we break through 6100, okay, it's unless we create something else, it's straight to 6400 and 89. All right. Now, if that fails, it's straight to 5400, right? So right now it's 6400 to 5400 on the daily chart. Now, here's the deal. These don't lie, but there's context that goes with it, right? So if we bring in the KISS chart, all right. So the 200 simple is this big flat green line. Okay, we are position 1, poised to move higher. All right. Now, one thing I like to do is I like to go to the 4-hour chart after we go to the daily, and we say, okay, all right, well, what do we got going on here? Well, let's put it all into perspective, shall we? There it is. Now, the this do you guys see it? Who got the best value? Right here. Look, ah, sh, ah, right. You guys could see it. Okay, good. Right here. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Right. So I can move this up a little bit. So if you think about it, like what we're waiting for is, do they break this trend line? Do they break this trend line? Okay. Or not, right? Or do we stay above 60, 31, 50, which again is right here. Okay. Because this breaker block is muy importante, because look at how they held, broke, test, held, test, break, test. Now what? Okay. Now, for some weird reason, I cannot move this stupid thing. Is it big? I don't think it's locked. I don't know. It just won't let me move it. It changed. So do we go up or not? Whatever this news right here was good at 7:45 in the morning. Let me get a mic check. Mic check, mic check. Quadruple witching. It says the mic's on. Good. Mr. Jason, how you doing? How you doing? How's the summer treating you, buddy? Looks like they're going to slide to the right here until we create a higher low, higher high scenario. This thing could continue to slide over to the old Cincy. Huh? I've never been to Ohio. You dirty dog. Ohio, huh? I didn't know that. So it's number 15 or 17, something like that. Good. That means you can't be a Republican. Sorry, Jason, you're out. Go on. Head on out. Oh, that's good shit. That's good shit. You are off the team, buddy. Wow, the 45-minute is very active in the yellow tape there, right above us. We got yellow tape right above us at just above 50, just above 50. So that'll be kind of the litmus test of well, do we if we get to 50, what do the buyers still agree with it? Because we at 48.75, right where we landed at the top up there. There is some business on the 15-minute chart that has. Wow. And look at how perfect it went to the 2-minute white line up there. Holy guacamole and cheese. So if we made it right up there, that means we have to come back to 21. What? 22? We go through it. So we're either going 32.25 or 48.950, 49.50. Oh, let's see. Yep. I mean, because everything is in order. Oh boy. Uh okay. This is kind of bullish here. Uh so 42.50. 41.25 with a 40 stop. $42.50. How to get through that 42 tape seller? Get out of there. Okay. There's 1R. Be careful. 2 minute high to high. $43.75, 45, 46.25, 47.50 if you have more. If you have more. If they break, you're right. You got 43.75. You got 45 for 2R from the original signal at 42.50. I just swept the leg. I didn't do anything fancy. The reason I swept the leg is, if you look, that's kind of a breakout bar here, and I'm not the breakout bar kind of guy, right? So I swept the leg. I took 1R from sweeping the leg. Stop was 40, so I took it with 2 contracts instead of 1. And so a little bit green. Ooh, 15-minute buy signal at 41.50. $41.25 with a 35.75 stop. And it's an RBI. I'll do it in this sim. 41.25. All right, so sim, 1 car, stop is 35.75. 1R is 46.75. Absolutely. Absolutely. So now anything on the 2-minute and the 30-second is rather valid, right? Absolutely. This is an RBI. What does an RBI look like? This. So 1R, 2R, right? Get it. If you got it, let's go 2R. We got him. While the getting is good, right? Get him while the getting is good. Should I? Right? Because let's pull up some yellow tape, shall we? Ah, perfect. Got a little bit of clearance here on the old 49 bagger up here. All right. We got a 49 bagger up here on the 15-minute. But we got a 56, a 55 to 56. Okay. Now on the opposite side, I want to be very clear. On the opposite side of that, you've got 40 on the 5-minute. You've got 37 on the 15-minute. You've got 42.50 on the 15-minute. And we got a big old white bar at 43 on the 45-minute. Let's get through those. Let's get up to this yellow line on the 45-minute, right? Right here, right below me. Right here. Let's do that. That's a great idea. Por favor. That's a great idea. Yes. Himbaba 455. Thanks for the follow. Yo, what's happening? Right. But my thesis here, Joey, is with 2-minute, 5-minute, 15-minute, all in the same order. We got to get upwards to create a snake on the 45. That's my thesis. That's my thought, right? And then it can feed. Going to the daily chart. Do I have red, white, and blue on there? Why is it not showing? Oh, here it is. Oh, I see what you mean. Okay, let me show you what he's talking about. Let me change the style of these here. There you go. Okay. So if you look right here, he's got white below blue. This is actually very, very important. Probably one of the more important things you're going to see today. Okay. When you have this, okay, you have white, blue, and red with the jaws opening. Okay, see that? That's snake mouth. When it look, Joey. The only thing is, I think the tail already touched it. Ooh, no, it did not. I see what you mean. Okay, so if we zoom into this, let me zoom into this so we see it. This is really important because this works on any time frame, right? So there's a lot of times you'll see me, I'll be long, right? And Joe, you'll say snake mouth, 5 minute at 42, whatever, right? It'll instantly go down to that number and it'll stop me out on those trades. You mark his words. Mark his words, right? So what he's saying is because we didn't come inside and create a yellow line right here, look, like right here. Look, it doesn't get any closer than this. Okay, right here. That leaves it open for the after the bell for it to just slide all the way down there is what he's saying, right? Okay, or Monday, right? Tuesday, anything. But this right here is the algorithm that's watching this is plausibly trumping the KISS chart position 1 tail EMA pushing back higher, blah, 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 blah. Okay. So very important, right? So if we look at the smaller time frames, watch this. Notice there's no snake mouth. Okay, red, white, blue. Red, white, blue. Red, white, blue. Okay, now there would be a snake mouth if we went in one direction significantly and the red moved inside the white and started to tangle with blue. All right. Great observation, Joey. All right. So now 3150 is a hard over under. Hard over under for me. Yeah, Jeff, my 15-minute trade is in the micro in the sim. Back to the basics, buddy. Back to square one. You know what to do. Back to square one. Just like you've done before. Remember, this is rinse and repeat. This is Mr. Jeff. This is part of the process. All of this is part of the process. I know we don't like to hear that, but it is. Right? Who told you that you were ready to be done with shenanigans? It was not me. It was not you. All right, there is a sell on the 30-second at 41 and 41.75. You have already hit all your targets. I would have taken that. If I would have been looking at it, I would have taken it. Okay, plausible sell signal about to fire on the deuce. We don't. Let's see. Do we have news? Let's confirm. There might be news. Hold on a second here, and then we'll get to the Mancinis. Philly Fed at 8:30, and then 10 a.m.'s leading indicators. Okay, confirmed. 3 minutes. All right, I'm gonna grab my Mancinis real quick. I'm gonna take these levels right here, and I'm gonna use them as my pivots here. All right. So look at how it bounces right off of the support line. The high to high becomes support. Look at that. To the tick. I mean, I could have drew it a little better, but no, actually that's a good drawing of it. That's a good rendering. That's about what it looks like. Supportive. Hey? Canceling ad. Okay, out. 1R. Okay, 2R's 46.25. I'm flat. Sorry. I'm back to my original 15-minute sim long. I did just take 1R on the 30-second chart, 1R on the 30-second chart. I didn't get my leg sweep at 42.50 fill. I had a 43.75 and a 42.50. Well, you could actually see them on the sim. It was showing it. I'm trade copying over to the sim ES. Guys, I'm still in the penalty box here, so I'm in the micros on my live account. Full disclosure, I have nothing to hide. I'm absolutely in the penalty box. I'm with Jeff back to square one right now. Last Friday after I ended the stream, you wouldn't believe the dum dum. Like I can't even explain it. Like I got bored. I got bored. Okay, I got bored. And listen. Here's how weird it is. All of my orders are canceled, right? Yes. Okay. Um. I got bored in the micros. That was stupid. Here we go. Okay, I need 52.25. Here we go. Get it. Okay, here you go. Come on now. Okay, there's 4R. There's 4R from that entry we just took. Good, 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 good. Yep. Just like we talked about. Look at the white line. Look at the white line on the 2 minute. Look at the white line on the 5 minute. Look at the yellow and white lines on the 15 minute. This is exactly what I was talking about, folks. This is why I was so bullish. Now we're bullish again. Holy shit, we're bullish again. 48.25. Okay, 48.25 with a 43.75 stop. I'll do that in the sim. Okay. 48.25 with a 43.50 stop. No, it's not going to give it to us. There's our target. There's 2R in the 15-minute chart, folks. 2R in the 15-minute chart. Let's go. All before 8:35 a.m. in the morning, folks. You can't fuck with what we got going on. Let's go. There you go, folks. All right. We're on a good start here. We're on a great start here. This is beautiful. Let's get busy, people. Let's get busy. Okay, make sure you hit your flatten all button. Full disclosure, as you saw in Trader Chatter, I added to my Solana down there at the old 47 level. 47's, not exactly 47. Poquito. Poquito. Big 2 minute long here. Oh boy. You've got a pothole that it's got to fill. What about a sweep the leg? 43.50 with a 37.75. I don't like the dead windsock on the 30-second chart. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna marinate. Watching hard 44s. Ooh, they just filled that Gappertino. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look. Ooh, mwah, mwah. They said, oh, mucho gusto, mucho gusto. Look at that. That is a sexy bar. 49.25, 49.25 in the sim. 49.25 with a 43.50 stop. Puts 55 in play. Give me some sugar. Good morning, William. $53. So there's a couple longs going on here on the 30-second chart. We got some riffraff going on here, folks. Be careful. Okay, so you could sweep the leg at 46.75. All right, and then which would put your stop at 42, And then there's a 43.50 leg sweep. See, the 44s is more along the line of what I'm looking at to see what we got going on here. Let's see. On the 2-minute chart, 49.25, 60.75. Let's go 60.75. Okay. But the stop is 37.75. Okay. We're going to widen that out because we want to add at 43.50. Okay. Or we want to wait for a perfect retracement back on a smaller time frame. You know, maybe you have a sniper time frame, a 30-second or a 1-minute chart that you can look at, where you say, okay, I'm comfortable with this size of a stop and this risk because I see buyers coming back in. Okay. Or the lack thereof, and you don't mess with it. All right. Orders are set. Show me the money. All right. Looking at the CS. Ooh, if we get through 56, it's straight 60s. Okay. If, right? So the hard part is getting through this level that we're at here. And then you got this level. Okay. On the 15-minute, look at your 49s. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, now you have another signal at 2-minute chart. All right. So 49.25 again. And what's the stop? So add at 47. Stop is 44.75. $49.25. Add exit. Now I'm in the sim on these trades, right? I need clarity for me to take a live trade. Right now, I'm collecting the data. 49.25 target on your 47 even leg sweep. $49.25 on your 47s. Count it. Ladies and gentlemen, count it. All right, so now the next target is 49.25 plus 2.5 would be 51.5, right? That's my math, my math skills, MAFF skills. Oh, I got it right. Hey. And to see what the hell I'm doing, right? Just take your painted candle, find your stop, 46.75. Actually, it's 47. Okay, we got 49.25, so we already exited there. That has to go to 1. Yeah, perfect. Perfect. Furpack. Perfect. Now go, you rapscallion. The reason I'm bullish, we have targets that haven't been filled on previous painted candles. Good. Let's go. Not even 8:45 in the morning, and we're crushing souls, folks. Souls are crushing. I'm the bone crusher. You know, over the past few days, I've had a chance to watch a lot of these other guys' videos that do this ICT nonsense, right? Listen. I promise you, we're coming to the same conclusions they are with our moving averages. I promise you. Go when you see these guys doing that horse shit with the blocks and the bricks and the Blakes and the chachas and the chooches and the walks and the whacks, right? Okay, just put our overlay on it, and you'll see it. We get the same signals. You can get the same targets. You can get the same stops, the same entries. Okay, using the moving averages and the overtakes. You really, really, really can. I promise you can. So that's what we're going to prove, right? You don't need all the nonsense, theatrical jargon, dribble, right? Like straight Space Shire 7 Adderall dribble that guy spews. It's just regurgitated nonsense. Absolutely. Absolutely it is. All right, so we've got a golden French fry here that has to prove itself. Okay, stop has to go to we have to kill all these orders. Stop has to go to 46. Okay. Stop has to go to 46 right now. Got the golden French fry on the 30-second chart. Okay, here's the deal. If we don't break 40, if we don't break 50 quickly, stop's going to 47.25 on the 30-second chart. This has got to go right now. They may bring it back for one more test. That's why we're at 46, but this has got to go now. Yep, there we go. That's what we want. Okay, stop to 47.25. We're going to start locking in, folks. Lock in. Right, here we go. Decision 50. See it? See? Okay, there was the stops. That was a good start, right? Okay, but now the sellers are back in. Okay, good. So now we're at minimal loss here, or even a profit if we get stopped. Perfect. $100 at 50. They're going to swallow that up. So watch the tape here. Watch the tape. 120 at 50. 113 at 50. Here it comes. They got it. They got them. They're going to take them. Here it comes. Let's. Ooh. Okay. So now let's see if that triggers a buyer or a seller. If 50 prints, or the lack thereof. Watch. Okay, and the way that I can see that there's 110, 113 offered is look right here. Oh, there you go. That's okay. They bought them all. All right. So now, if they bought them all, now what? Right. So watch 217. And look, there was only offering 6. If they're only offering 6, how did 222 trade? It's called an iceberg order. Okay. So now, does that put weight on it, or he's got another 126? Oh, these games are going to be fun. Keep my stop out of the way, please. Keep my stop out of the way. That's a liquidity algorithm right there, if you ask me. That's the CME doing that. That's a market maker doing his job. Okay, look at your 50s. See, he was slowing that down. See it? See it? Right? The prim got out of line. You see that? Perfect. Okay, so now, right? Where would we mark off? Right here, right? Without a question, right there. That's your over under right there. Come on. Bids and offers are lean. Look at that. We're 15 in the queue. We're probably 10 in the queue. I could turn the queue thing on, but I don't. That takes up way too much resource. All right, where did we enter that? 47's good. Perfect. Print. It'll fill us if it prints. Print. Here it comes. Here it comes. They're going to have to. Yep. They're pulling the offer. You see it? Oh, this is beautiful. Go ahead. There you go. One left. One left. Okay. Oh, yeah. Where if I could show the Mel Gibson, if there was a time for Mel Gibson to come in as Braveheart, okay, and he shows the hold meme, okay, that's right now. Keep my stop out of the way and let this thing rickety rip. Let it go. Let it go. Right, fam? I'm saying this correctly, right? I don't need your commendations on it, right? I'm telling you. They own them. Right? So where do they collect the liquidity from you? Right? Where do they get their liquidity filled? Okay, on a pullback for it to go higher again, okay, or not? Copy that. I see you, Elijah. And I have one left. Okay, I have one left, and it stops way into profit, right? Oh, absolutely. Like it's stopping 6 points into profit right now. You guys see that on the 15-minute chart, right? We're swinging for the fences on this mother loving Billy Goat. I don't know what that is, but it means hold. No, I am in a sim trade, but I am not at my profit target yet on my live account. So, but I am going to put the disclaimer that this is a sim trade. I am not here for any tomfoolery, making it look like I'm not doing what I'm actually doing. It's time to eat a protein bar and let this thing go. All right, folks. 1 minute to my favorite time of the morning. Look at that. We're almost halfway there. We're over halfway there. 60s. Show me the money. Show me the money. So tape is 52, 50, and 50, right? And 55. All right. So he's buying and selling. They're buying and selling every 2.5 points. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we've got Braveheart. That we're gonna go ahead and figure out how to make that Elijah. You could swap out the kiss button on Discord, or no, excuse me, tips button on Discord if you want, and just you can put that picture. I don't know if you knew this or not, but on the Stream Deck, you can make that picture the picture that's on the button. I'm sure you know that. Come on, push. There, come on, we got buyers in there. You got 183 at 59. You got 100 at 58. Uh-oh. Somebody put their targets in there. You see it? Zach, are you up there? Go ahead and I'm not going to use the Stream Deck. Go ahead. If you want to click into it. I'm chilling. Yep. I am chilling. Yeah, right there above your arrow to the right of the tips one. Tips. Yeah, that one. We don't need that one. If you'd like to tip the dealer, smash the like button, hit the star button, the heart button, whichever platform you're on. Thank you very much. That's the best way to tip the dealer. If you'd like to be a part of Team Green, hit that $sign. If you don't see the $sign, if you're on Apple, if you're on the app, you have to go to Safari and pull up the stream. Because otherwise, if you go on the app, what happens is Apple wants 30% and Google wants 30%. So that's why Google does not give you the $sign option on YouTube unless you're on Safari. Now, here's a lesson in RSI. All right. I'm going to show it to you in real time. Okay. The odds of this staying above 70 are greater than it crashing back through to 30 in the very, very short term. Okay. That's your tip for the day on RSI. My favorite time of the morning, everyone. Let's go ahead and get him in the air. It's Friday. Throw me on full face real quick, Elijah, if you would, please. Right in the middle of it. I'm so sorry. And then the wide. Let's see. Wide. There we go. All right, everybody. Let's go ahead and get him in the air. Happy Friday. Cheers, everyone. We have really crappy weather coming in, so it's going to be cold. We're going to enjoy it because it's about to be hot. Cheers, everyone. If you're new, shake the hand of the person to the left of you. Shake the hand of the person to the right of you and give yourself a big squeeze. Let's go. Let's go. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. So, as we're watching all of the people short because the RSI is 69.4, okay, watch what happens when it goes back above 70 and remains, right? I'm not saying it's going to. Watch what happens if it does. Okay, it'll remain above 70 longer than the weak shorts can remain solvent, is the way that you have to look at that. Okay, I'm not saying it's going to. Watch what happens if it does. Now, also, on the other side of that, there's a beautiful strategy for when it does break 70 to the downside, right? That's a whole different ball of wax, though. All right, so remember below us we have 52.50 and 50. Okay, and then above us 55, 54.75. And we're going for 60.75. It's so beautiful on the 5 minute. If we can break 56.50, folks. Blue skies and sails away. Now, on the 15 minute, do you see the target up there? Oh, Joey. My man Joey. This is unreal. This is unreal. Almost. Hold on, let me turn the other light on. Okay, now here's the deal. Let me go full face for a minute here. Let's go full face. Okay. Today is quadruple witching. Today is quadruple witching. Today is quadruple witching. Go back and look at all of your results on how you did on the last quadruple witching. I assure you, most of you did not do positive EV. I didn't. My last quadruple witching, I did. I don't remember. That's not good. I have the notes. I can go back and look at it. I assume either I did really good or really bad, one or the other. Today, we're going to do really good no matter what. Here's the deal. Okay, I'm at just under 4 points. I need 6 more points, and I'm done for the day. We turn the stream off and we go. Okay, net. It's gross 10. Okay, gross 10. That's what we're going to do. I'm already way past that in the simulator. We're not counting the simulator, right? I mean, they're real trades, just that's not the profit I'm talking about. I'm talking about in the live account. Okay. Net 10. Net 10 and we go. Net 10 and slide. Remember Cheryl? What did she used to say? 5 and slide. Where is Cheryl? Somebody should email her. And so if it's net 10, how do you make money? Like how do you get over $500? You add an account. I said it's gross 10. If I said net 10, I'm sorry, gross 10. So commissions are my problem. Okay? That's what I mean to say. She was a great addition to the stream. However, there was caveats to that. I think my 62.75 is that what my target is? 60.75 or 62.75? Okay. I think that is a clever target. So clever. I also really, really like 63. I really do. You and Cheryl or you and Kevin? Because remember there was 2 different people on that handle. Hey, Mancini, 59.82. Now, I do believe if we pull our chart back up, no way. There's Joey. 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 Are you seeing this? What I liked was the discipline in the trading that they had. It was the same trade every single time. There was no deviation what they did. If there wasn't a trade, there was no trade. They were doing something else. You know what I mean? Notice we're stuck on the 5 minute chart. We're just stuck in this level right here. There's nothing on the 2 minute. The only thing we have on the 2 minute is for it to come back to red or white or blue, and then the top spread at 49.50. That's it. It has a long ways before it can create another crime scene. Right now, on your tape, you can go ahead and say that this is liquidity. There's been no signals unless you're just doing every green overtakes red. So Jeff, you're saying stay long? Perfect. Scrap what you just said. How far, Jeff? How far has that gotten you in the past 3 years? I want you to think about what I just said. It's like a cobra. It'll bore you to sleep. Right? We have no. Notice how silent Joey is. Right? If Joey is silent and he's not chirping about snake mouths below, okay, we are clear. Okay. You guys notice that? Remember, you got to follow the other guys in the pit. What are the other guys in the pit that make money doing? Okay, they're not talking about snake mouths and hissing and reds and whites and blues. Okay. Notice what's not being said. Yes, Joey is here. Huh. He should be long. Joey, are you long? There's only one, right? You see it, right, Ryan, on the 15-minute? Mancini 82. Now, could it come back to the 20 for a refuel? Sure. Perfect. Let's say, okay, we got 14 minutes and 10 seconds till the opening bell. Where do they take this, right? Remember, there's usually a 925 sell algo. Okay, how would they make that guy pay up? They would drive it down. Okay, that would be making a short pay up, right? Okay, or he's driving it up to give it the best fill to sell to close. I do want to point out at 58 to 60, you have a truckload of offers. Look at your 58.25 offer of 433 times. Okay, so let's leave this here so you guys can see how these work together. I'm not going to place any more trades on the ES until this one closes. Okay. So on the downside, remember your tape, 52.50 and 50. I think it goes up. I mean, could it come down and touch and retest? Sure. But then again, my opinion is just like Jeff's, right? It doesn't mean anything unless it's actionable, right? Based upon probability and protection. But for now, what I'm looking for, okay, not expecting, right? Changing the word from expecting to what I'm looking for is, do they bring in when they bring it down a little bit? Do they buy it? Do they show us that they're buying it? Do they actually show their hand or not? Right? It doesn't matter what we think they're going to do. Do they do it? Do they show that they're doing it? Do they give us the ability to trade with them or patiently wait? This is now here's what Jeff is actually saying. Here's where old losing Rev and old losing Jeff come walking in. We missed the first 3 legs of a move. I'm not saying there's 3 legs in this move. We missed the first 3 legs of this move. And then we think that we're going to take a little pullback. This is what Jeff's actually saying, right? So 96% of the time it keeps pulling back and back and back and back. Now, Jeff, I'm going to add one to that. The one time that we don't take the long because we think it's going to pull back and back and back, what does it do? That's trading. right? When people say, well, that's poker. No, that's trading, right? Like that, the one time we sit on our hands when we were supposed to take the signal, there's no signal. The one time we were supposed to take a signal, no, just wait. So the reason I'm narrating this is it's keeping me from closing this trade because I have a target of 60.75 for an effing reason. And by golly, dadgummit, we gonna get it. What does that give us? 20 points? Oh, there is a buy signal on the 30-second chart. That's just going to push me into my target. Okay, that's just telling me it's time to move the stop to 53.50, folks. It's time to move the stop to 53.50. That's what that is telling me. It's actually telling me to move the stop. Oh, nope, that's about right. The actual stop will be 53. That is the actual stop. Because they can't. Ryan, because they can't. Because they can't, right? So, folks, here's the deal, right? Here's the deal. People say, I'd let me get that paint bar right there. No, because you'll still lose money. Well, yeah, but I see you doing good with it on the stream. Okay, that's me. I've got context, right? So how about learn context, right? And the way that we learn context is through coaching, one-on-one coaching, and showing up to the stream every single day and doing the actual homework that's given in the background after each coaching session, which we have a mountain of it. Which reminds me, if you have had a first or second session with me and you are stuck, email contact@sageft.com. Tell us how many calls you've had and where you're stuck. We got you. If you've had a first or second, third, fourth, fifth, if you've had at least one call, email contact@sageft.com. Tell us how many calls you've had and tell us where you're stuck. We have actual homework for you. 3-tick Rick. Okay, stop goes way up to 55.75. Stop goes way up 55.75. You guys are seeing this, playing this out live. Look at it. Look at the volume come in. He's got to own it. He's got to own it right before the opening bell, right? So now think about it. We want to be out of this trade or stop sucked up so tight. When that 925 sell comes through, it has nothing to do with us. A 57 stop. We're just going to trail on the 2-minute. Okay, 1-tick Rick. Okay, we're going to trail on the 2-minute. We're going to go 58 stop. We're going to trail on the 2-minute. One tick Rick. Do it. Do it. Do it. You've got 1 minute and 45 seconds to give me my freaking target. Let's go. Let's go. Guys, that was a big score. You understand this, right? How do I kill the hold? Okay, I see it. I see it. Let's go, boys. Let's go, girls. Let's go, ladies. Let's go, gentlemen. Let's go. Look, here's the deal. There's many ways to do this. Listen. There's many ways to do this. Okay. Do you want the complicated way, or do you want to just be able to follow the little moving averages and the little green and red bars? Okay. Or do you want to have to spend 17 years trying to figure out what the fucking order block is? I'm going to tell you right now. Listen, all of you, those of you that are new, welcome. Okay. The next indicator is not going to make you any money. The next coaching session is going to lead you to the point of where you can begin to see the light of day and make money. Not the next indicator. Okay? Hey, good morning. Good morning, Gabels. Welcome. All right, there's some discounts on Elite Trader, which I actually like those guys. The small guy looks like they're going to do this. The probability of them doing it right is pretty high. If you use this code right here, Elite Trader, 65% off any evaluation, 65% off direct to funded, fewer points to redeem eligible products. Reset your evaluation for only $40. There it is. Use that code right there. I hit it on the wrong room. There you go. Yes, exactly. The reason that you can't get a one-on-one with the people that sell all the indicators is because they don't actually fucking trade. You'll be able to spot that they're full of shit once you get them on the phone and they give you some horse shit, right? They'd rather sell you an indicator. Okay, and here's the deal. Look. Let me be clear. Any indicator makes money, but if you don't understand the context behind it, it doesn't matter. Right, like a perfect example, a perfect freaking example, right? This is a fair value gap, and what are you supposed to do inside of a fair value gap? Look for what? That. Okay, but see, if it draws it, right? So it draws it. Okay, it drew the fair value gap. Okay, that's the indicator. What were you supposed to do with it? Oh, okay, right. So think about that. Think about that. But here's where people get caught. And I have a lot of clients. Okay, 643, we'll say, that have realized that there's one thing. Okay, they're just collecting the incorrect data, even it looks like they are. This is a big buy signal. I can't. Oh my God. Oh, 82.75 is the target, everybody. 82.75. All right, watch 60 for a little sweep of the leg. I'm not going to, let's see, 66. I'm sorry, 66. I'm not going to take it, but you'd have a 68.25 target. I am not going to take it. They did a little bit of selling there at 67.75. I have no trades on. We have absolutely nailed this thing. Rollover, right? See, here's the deal. By the way, I just hit 30 seconds. 68.50. I have a prior CS from the 18th at 10:55 and 30 seconds. 10:55 and 30 seconds. Absolutely bink to the tick. I wish I could show it to you, but I cannot because there is something on this chart I cannot show the public. But we have an absolute reversal off of a perfect CS at 68.50 on the 30-second chart. Holy shnikes, this might be a doozy. Be careful if you're long. Be careful if you're long. They might have got him. 45. Holy shit. And 40 and 43. We are open, folks. We are open for business here. This is fancy. This is some fancy business here. We've got some remnants at 64.75, 66.25. 59 is about to get filled. Here it comes. 59. Bink. There's your 59s. Okay, we got 63.50, 64.75, and 66.25 if this thing rips. And then 68.50 hard over under 30-second chart, 45.43. I could show you. I could show you. Oh, I could show you like this. There's the lines right there. Okay, I can't show you anything else on here though, because then it's on YouTube. Then everybody could see it, right? And then it's worthless. I'm not hiding something from you guys. I'm hiding something from the bad people. And they do exist, and yes, they are in this stream. A lot of volume at 57.50. Do you guys remember the tape? 55, 52.50, and 50. Remember? Pepperidge Farms remembers. I am on the sidelines. There is nothing here that says, "Hey, this is so safe to trade." Mr. Lewis, where are you? Is the daylight bright enough for me to turn this down? Not yet. Oh, it's getting there though. Okay, good. All right, you got the golden French fry sell on the 30-second chart. This tells me to stand aside. Yeah, today was great. Clearly over net gross 10. But all right, there's your sweep the leg of the golden French fry. Oh, sweet mercy in the morning. Ooh, there's another sell signal. Oh my God. I'll do it in the sim. What is that, 57? I just took way too long. I'll do it in the sim. $51.25. Oh, there's another sell, $56.50. There's another sell. You'd be hitting targets on that one. Oops, I didn't get filled. What? I hate it when it does that. No fill, and it's hitting a target. Okay. Yep. That's 55 is the target on that one. Canceling that order. 51.25 is my target. Hello, ladies. Tell me when I can move the stop down. Uh, 58.25 stop. And I don't like this at all, so I'm out. Out at 57 if it'll give it to me. Nope, it's going to stop me. I don't like it at all because they're going to reverse it. Oh, there they go. There they go. There they go. That was a quick reversal. Tried to get it down. Tried to get it down. Couldn't get it. I should have just hit exit. Now show me a little bye-bye. Show me a little bye-bye. I was not quick enough to get the targets on the original short. Excuse me, secondary short. There will be a buy signal in about 8 seconds if this thing works correctly here. Let me see. Maybe. Nope. Nope. Red, white, and blue on the 30-second. Red, white, and blue on the 2-minute. Red, white, and blue on the 5-minute. Red, white, and blue on the 15-minute. Reverse red, white, and blue on the 45. So that's what's making it struggle above 62.75. Okay, do we have a buy signal here? We could. We might. There might be a buy signal here. Nope. 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 It's going to just keep going up without me. Hey, there it goes. Stop. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. You do your thing, girl. Girl, you do your thing. They did not draw on the tail. Ooh, you know what? Did I miss it? No. No, 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 no. The Camilla trade. Camilla, are you long? 54. Somebody you check over in Discord. I bet you Camilla's long 54. Or roughly around 54. Am I reading that right? Mr. Camillo. He's our 20. Okay, now we have a 63.75. Stop of 60. This has got to go right now or I'm out. Oh, I've got a buy signal at 60. What is that? 62.25. Oh, shit. I missed it. 2-minute long. That's all right. I'm in on the 30-second long. Oh, boy. This is going to give it to me. Oh, baby. Yes. 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 We love you. Yes. 62.25 long on the 2-minute. With a 59.50 stop. So you'd be 65 would be 1R. Okay, we're going for 67.50. Shoot the moon. or it's going to do a complete failure. One or the other, right here. Decision point, folks. That's the decision. Hey, stop to 62.25. 62.25. There we go. He showed scores. There we go. 67.50 out. Out. What? MFF got disconnected? Oh, that's too bad. That's so stupid. MFF, you suck. I'm kidding. It's just the connection. All right. That was a good one. But how did he know to wait? How come? Excuse me. Choking on that one. There's another buy signal, but I'm out. There's another buy signal. Start taking profit. There's another buy signal. Start taking profit right here. Oh. Look, here's the deal. If we break 68.50, I don't think I have much more until 82s. There's no freaking way. There's no way. Listen. If you have any like a micro, right, from down below, try putting a target of 82. Just to see. There's no way it's going to hit it. Okay, I want to be very clear. There's 0% that it's going to hit it. Ryan, are you still going for 80? Oh, I have to take that off. That last trade was real. Ooh, it turns back to John Cena. Elijah, can you fix the hold button, please? It turns back to John Cena instead of great bright hold. Thank you. Okay, initial balance is forming. Okay, 2.5 minutes. 2.5 minutes until it's over. Until let the initial balance. Okay, because here's the deal: we don't know what it's going to do after the first 15 minutes. Okay, oh, it's going to go right above it, and it's going to go to 82. Stop. Right. Here's a perfect lesson. Remember when Jeff said it looks like it's going to roll over, it's going to go down, and then I said, so that means go long or stay long. Right? Do you see why our opinion means you guys are finding out? Okay. Remember, we talked about how long can the RSI stay above 70? Okay. Well, look what it did. Right? It really made it look like the world was going to end. Okay. But we went up. Right? So perfect. Now we have divergence. Now what does it do? Right? See, now we're paying attention. That was a beautiful trade, everybody. Let's get busy, people. I hope everybody took it. Jeff, I want you to remember your notes. And Jeff, without typing it in, without anyone else typing this in, because this is the information that is the value, right? Remember what you're actually supposed to be looking for. Okay, not none of this pucky, hooey. If others can see it, Jeff, do you need to write it down at this point in your trading? Ask yourself that question. You don't have to. You don't have to type it in. Don't type it in. Ask yourself that question. And then think about, what would I tell you if we got on a call that you paid for, Jeff? you know in your mind what I'm going to say to you, right? So let's go from there. Right? Your 100 level trade, yours, not mine. Okay, you're not my carbon copy. It's not possible to have a carbon copy of another trader. Look at what Joey found. Okay, look at what Ryan has found. Look at what iBones has found. Okay, notice iBones doesn't type very much. Okay, little tweak, shove. Little tweak, bring it back. Little tweak, shove. Careful, you've got a guy that's got all you can eat above 69. Let it play, folks. Let it play. Notice I am not taking any of the other longs. I did not take that long. That long would have stopped me out. Good. I'm on the sidelines, folks. Give me a complete reset. Give me a place where it looks like the old losing Rev would take a long and smoke his ass. I am going to. Oops, sorry, Elijah. Did the BRB turn on, Elijah? I think it's just in the stream deck that I'm talking about, Elijah. Yeah, so the hold button works correctly. It's just the picture in the stream deck. Yep. Okay, be right back, guys. Great job, everybody. Oops, sorry about that. Ooh, sorry, Elijah. Don't kill me. Don't kill me. Hold on. Let me. You fix it. You fix it. He says, how do you salute people like this? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'll let you mess with it. The picture and frame is off. Great Friday, everybody. I only need 2.5 points to be done. 2.5 points gross to be done for the day. 2.5 points gross to be done for the day. That'll be 10 points net. The sim is at 40 point, just under 40 points net. 49.5 points net. I'll be right back. Wow, the blue worked great. Look at that. Look at that, fam. Unreal. All right, so that is pressure. That's pressure. And the reason I say that is like obviously it's moving down. Right. Okay, great. What I mean by that is these bars, they're not supposed to work on breakouts like that. But notice they tried to buy the breakdown. Okay. They tried to buy the breakdown right here. This was a green bar. Fail. 50%. Fail. Beautiful. Right? You got rid of the snake mouth in the 32nd. Chomp, chomp. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Yeah, we'll leave it in that mode right there. Pops likes to look out the window. Pops, can you see out there? All right, so now on the 30-second chart, okay, remember these lines? 68, 50, 45, and 43. Just rewind the video to right before I walked away. Okay, expecting it to stick right here, either stick and then push through or stick and jump. At the VWAP, first touch VWAP. That 15-minute long hit 5R. 5R. On the 15-minute ES, that's folks, that's enough money to not work for the rest of the month on the Rizzle. Yep, there it is, right on the 45-minute, 42.50, shkabank. And so if 42.50 holds, it's right back to 53, 63, or it's straight down to blue, 33. That's pretty evenly distributed there. I do not watch the SPX. I do not watch anything besides what you see on the chart. I just have identical ones and a 30-second chart right below it. And my DOM. That's it. Great question. I used to watch all that stuff. I used to watch the Prim, the Trend, the Tran, the Tick. I used to watch all of them. And NYSE Tick, NASDAQ Tick, right? But I'm not is it flies or flies have like a million little eye things, right? Or is it spiders? They got 8 eyes, right? I got 2 eyes and I can only look at one thing. And so because we're discretionary traders, what we got to do is we got to say, well, what is the actual information we need? If you watch the futures, because you can read the tape. So instead of me watching the futures and the SPX, it's the tape and of the S&P futures. Now, on the daily chart, remember that's what told us that the market was going to slide. The SPX was making higher highs, and the futures did not. Okay, that's relative, relevant, and relative. All right, so 44.45 was our hold, right? So let's see if it chops around here for a hot minute. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's not that you can't. Yeah, I choose not to. Even like a perfect example, even though I have all of these tickers up here, right? That's just for the people that want to see flashy stuff. Okay, I don't look at all this stuff. I look at this, and this. And I look at this in direct relation to this because this is inside of this. We could even combine these two charts. You guys just wouldn't be able to read these numbers. Now, if here's something cool. If you ever want to learn, here's something that most people have never seen before. On NinjaTrader, okay, if you go like this, and let's say you want to see the volume of, well, okay, this bar was huge volume, right? So let's look at where did all the volume get distributed? Okay, so right click, drawing tools, order flow volume profile, okay, and start and finish it on this bar. Okay, now look at this. Now you have a volume profile on the bar itself. Now you can modify that to where it looks correct. I don't. But you can do that on any bar. And you could do it across any time frame, right? Like you could go, what was that? F8? No. Control 3, right? So you could say, well, what was all the volume from here to here? Look at that. Do you guys know you could do that? So right here at 62.25, you're kind of watching, well, what if we get back up there, right? Or what happens if we don't, right? That's kind of a fun little tool. You could also draw it across the daily chart, and it will give you your volume profile, that kind of thing. You can hone in, like let's say that you see a painted bar on my chart, right? You say, well, okay, it was control 3. Control 3. You say, well, what was he looking at inside of that bar? Oops, I killed it. Right? So they sold because the VWAP's at the bottom of it. Okay. All right. So where would I sell? Like, let's say that the VWAP is like right here. Well, you'd look to sell here, you stop here. Good. So you can mess with all that stuff. It allows you to make it look regular. But those are some of the things you can do, right? Or like you see a liquidity draw. You see a liquidity draw inside of a fair value gap. Okay, let's go one further. You see a liquidity draw inside of a fair value gap that became the that became the imbalance. That is inside of a breaker block. Oh, where's the fair value? Where's the where's the VWAP of that? Right, layer it in. Right, layer it in. Let's go. Great question, David O. Do we have the snake yet? Not yet. No, everything is still Gucci, right? So what do we do? Well, so far 44 is held. If we break 44, you have 40 and a quarter on your 5 minute. So now let's say that 50 exactly holds, right? 50 quarter holds to the top side. You would see that if they're going to hunt 40 quarter. Right. So now 48.75 on the 15-minute chart. Remember how that was our resistance before? They beat it down and then we broke through it and then it really punched through, right? Same thing on all the other charts. Right? They're hunting. They need to create something new on the 2-minute here. The 2-minute, Junior. That is a nasty 45-minute bar. Let's see, 9:45 is when it opened. Okay, 10.5 minutes till it closes. You have volume that just came in at 48.75, which happened to be right at the yellow tape on the 5-minute. That's some voodoo shit. I'm telling you, this is some voodoo shit. This is unreal. So 15-minute yellow tape, 5-minute yellow tape. Be careful. Here's your over-under right here. This is unreal. I just missed a trade. There was a long right there that I absolutely just missed. Monologuing. 49.75 target, 47.25 entry. There it was right there. Oh man, I just got caught monologuing. There was a 30-second long at 47.25 with a stop of 44.75. 49.75 is your target. That would have been the end of my session. Okay. All right. That's one on me. That's the first one that I've missed. And the reason I say that is I wouldn't have taken this one here because it's a breakdown. But I did just have a long from 47.25 on the 30-second chart. Golf clap for those of you that took that. Stay long. Do we bring Mel out? Not yet. I'm not confident yet. I'm not confident on any of that yet. I don't think so. Nope. Oh yeah. Flush. That would have been a first test. Back to 45. Back to 45. Back to VWAP 4470. Juan. They're playing games now. I missed the entry twice. It's like, come on, Rev, I'm bringing him right down in for you. And if you look on the 30-second chart, there's a beautiful fair value gap prick after the higher low. Which would have been at 46.50. Fresh. Ooh. Oh. Well, I'll do it in the sim. That's going to go without. Oh, sweetness. That's going to go without us. That's 34 you're looking for. Okay, 34, but 38.25 is just okay. Ooh. Oh no. Cancel. 34. There's your 34. Oh my God. I was way too slow on that one. That was a perfect sell signal, folks. Perfect. And when I say perfect, I mean perfect. Oh no. Look at it. Look. Think about why that turned pink. Oh, the 30-second has 3 sell signals. 4 sell signals. It says stay short. 26 is 2R. 26 is 2R. Oh. Oh, me, oh my, oh me, oh my, oh me, oh my. Think about why it turns pink. Old losing Rev got comfortable and started taking the next green overtakes red. And look at what happened to him. Smoked. Instantly. There is another sell signal. Down here, it says stay short. You got 26 and 18 and 10. It doesn't say get short down here. Mm-hmm. See, this is where old losing Rev went wrong, right? He'd be like, "Oh, I heard my guy say short, so I went short at 29.50." What? Who said short 29.50? Well, you said short, stay short. What? 13 freaking points ago, right? See? Imagine how mad you'd be if you're short 29.50. How many of you, as the old losing you, are short 29.50 The old losing you. Okay, not the new you, the old you. How did I know? Man, 43.45 is your yellow tape on the 30-second chart above us. Okay, now 34. The reason I wasn't down to short 34 was 200 simple, 2-minute chart. First touch. It's a great target, right? Look, if you think about it, it's a perfect target. That's not where you want to short, though. You can stay short, right? But why would why would you go? Oh, I heard him say short, so I'm short 29.50. What? That's called shredded. Shredded. And it was the target because why, Jeff? Not just because you see it as 34 on my screen, but what was the actual trade? There's a name. On, off. Okay. But still, whoa, weird. Still turns into Hollywood guy. I know how to fix it. I'll do it later when I'm not trading. Okay, yesterday's high was 38.25. According to NinjaTrader, it's still gonna use yesterday's high, right? Not so the 19th high, not the 18th. With trading view, you're gonna get the correct. The 18th high is 73.75. $15-minute 200 turn down again. While we're on top of it, shenanigans abound. 2 minute, 2 minutes. Snakerton above us here. Imminent, right? So think about all the people that are short, and they're like, "Oh, this is the perfect short. Oh, this is perfect." Mm-hmm. 36. I'm gonna try in the sim. I'm gonna try 36.75. I think I'm already even late. Might even have the wrong price. And I'll do a stop in the sim and a stop of 33.75. 33.75. I'll probably get it real wrong, but that's why I'm in the sim. And the target is 43. Sellers are in. Why is it not selling? Do they need more inventory? Thirty-five on the 5 minute, 35, 37, 42.50. Show me the money. Right through 37, straight to 42.50, please. That'll be my exit. 42.50 is my exit. Right in front of that 30-second CS there, right there. Go ahead, do it. I don't know if my stop is right. They could sweep my stop and then take it. Oh, you boogers. You're supposed to be selling here, but 2 minute is my 2 minute 20 200 is my 2 minute 200 is my friend. No. The little sales in the 30-second chart were telling me my stop was going to get hit, as well as the 2-minute sell signals. Yeah, those ones. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Yep. All right. So what would the trend actually be? So the question is, what is the actual trend? Well, what is the actual trend? The answer is yes. Let's look at the 45-minute chart. So the trend is sideways. They're cooking some 20s. How would we draw the low to low? That's the question here, right? So would we draw it like this? All right, or do we draw it like this? If that doesn't line up any cleaner, yeah. So if we fall, it's 25 to 23. If we pop back up, it's 52. That's how I have it. See, they needed my one simulated contract at the wrong stop level. Now they can take it upwards, right? Now, all of the people are chasing, right? It's like, oh man, what the hell, man? What the hell, man? Stop me out and then go up, right? Until it finds enough people that it can do the opposite side of that too. Stop, slow down. If this breaks here quickly, I'm going to get out. Okay, go. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Get ready to move the stop up. Okay, go, go. Get ready to move the stop. Go. Go. I'm not seeing anyone pile up larger. There you go. Boom. Out. Okay. So, folks, here, everybody do the greedy laugh. In and out like a freaking cat. You guys see that? Dude, we're that good, bro. Bro, how did you know, man? How did you know it was going to go to 42 and then 30? And that's a wrap. Let's go. Perfect. Perfect. Well, the good thing is, Jeff, you now know two ways to blow the accounts, right? That's how I want you to think about it. This is the Jeff, creative destructionism. Does that make sense? If not, ponder it. Okay, creative destructionism. I'm at my 10 points. 10 points gross. That was a perfect trade. Furpeck. So now, folks, sellers are in. Good call, 25.75 Joey. Good call, 25.75 Joey. Ooh, that's a big sell bar. You got a sell bar on your 30-second. You got a sell bar on your 2-minute. Let's go. Let's go. Yep. I am not trading anymore. No more. Actually, only sim only. If and I'll keep the stream on for a little while, right? Because it's only 10:42 in the morning. Sim only. Lock it in. 10 points gross. Who else is at their 10-point gross level? Okay, it's Friday. Let me remind you of something. It's Friday. Type in if you're at 10 points gross, right? Before commissions, okay? Gross. Doesn't matter if you traded 15 contracts, so you had 10 points, okay? Got it. Because here's the deal. Most people don't come back. Here's why I say this. If you go down 10 points, most people don't come back from 10-point losses. So why make it 20? Miss Robbins at 10 points plus. Michael, 10 points plus. Kyle, why are you not green anymore? Hit that $sign button, buddy. Jeff B. Ryan, Team Green needs you. You got to be able to have the cool emotes. Can you live on Ben to 59,000? No, you're homeless at 59,000. Bill, I'm going to look in your eyes. At 59,000, you're homeless. Homeless people make 59,000. Now, 8 years ago, you were balling out of control at 59,000 a year. 140, your break even at 140 in Bend, Oregon. Okay. But you can't own a home if you make less than 198, 158, 198. Okay. Any trades from here on out will be in the simulator for educational purposes. $14.75 gross, Jeff Peace. Folks, if Jeff trades again, mods are gonna give you a timeout, Mr. Jeffrey, if you take another trade. And you're back on the ES, right? No more cowboy shit in the NQ. So if you're still short, right? Here's how you do this. If you're still short, there's all right. Well, that's looking good. But look, so if you're still short, you'd have a target of tens. Okay, if you're re-entering, okay, you're kind of watching this as an RBI, right? This confirms the RBI is real, right? So you don't say, well, I'm going to enter at 24. You go, well, how else could I enter it? Because it's really dangerous down here. Well, you could sweep the leg at 31. You could enter on an RBI at 26 with a 31 stop. Okay, see all the different ways that you could do it, right? We could go 26.50. I'm not saying take these trades. I'm saying these are the other ways we could do it. Okay, see all the different ways, right? But all this is telling you is you should be short from up here, and you would just continue to stay short until it kind of stops you out on a trail. Not keep re-entering down here. Okay. That's where your and I don't use it, but that's where your 1 minute comes in, right? And that's where your 30-second chart comes in, right? That could be a song. Oh, yeah. It could fill back in, right? So think about it. If you ask yourself on the way up when this daily bar was green, did the sellers get all they could eat, right? To feed the snake that's below it? Okay. Or or let's go the other way around, right? Or did the people that purchased closest to this 200 simple on the daily chart get their fill and they're waiting to refill to push it higher? Now, all of that gets muddled because of quadruple expiration. Okay. Single stock futures. Excuse me. Single stock futures. Yeah. Futures, options, and index options is the 4 quadruple witching. Okay. Happens to be 4 times a year, obviously. Quadruple, right? And witching means the final witching hour, the final hour, right? Which is the last Friday, third Friday of every month. Third Friday of every month, excuse me. Third Friday of every month. Pretty, pretty, what's the word? Uh, choreographed, if we will, today, folks. And here's the deal: if it doesn't seem choreographed to you, okay, what are you and your coach working on to get it to where it looks choreographed for you? Okay, and then second of all, if it looks choreographed to you and you just are just off beat, okay, what are you and your coach working on to get you back on track? Now take a note. Take note how all of these are starting to hit all of the targets here, right? Look at this. No matter how you entered, it's all starting to work the same. See it? 1750, 13, 10, 8, 4. Now, you're going to have a pop at 05. Do you guys see it on my 2-minute chart? That is a hard line in the sand. 04, 05, 05. Look at this. Look at it just cascade its way down. Folks, I am done with my 10 points. I am not going to trade just because there's a signal. I'm done with my 10 points. What do you want me to do? Besides win, I won. I'm done. Okay. 10 points plus 10 points negative. I'm out. Okay. That's 10 points negative also. Right. So I better be wise, right? Okay. Now I've listened to enough Chopin. I have earned something different. I don't know what I'm going to listen to. I'm going to hit shuffle. And we're going to see what it plays. All right. Joey's short from 19 going to 96. Look at this. Another sell signal. Another sell signal. Okay, I have a 30-second CS right down there at the bottom at 1625. I am not going to let you vote to keep the stream on Fridays. I want you guys to go away. And I mean that in a good way. I mean that with the utmost sincerity. Go away. It's Friday. You're not I am not going to equip you the tools to sit here. Thank you, Jesse. I am not going to equip you guys the degeneracy tools needed. I'm sorry. We have called enough freaking trades. We have called trades with 5-tick stops that have gone yard. I am going to leave the stream on. I just told my wife I'm going to leave the stream running till 11:30. Okay. She said, okay. All right. So remember, she's in control here. Don't be fooled. Now notice 16. Here, let me move this out of the way. Okay, now look at how these have all worked absolutely perfect. Wow. Wow. Volume at 20, volume at 17, 16. They're trying to call the bottom here. Let's that you don't. Here's the deal. We don't know if they're going to be successful or not. We're going to let them decide what's happening, and we're just going to trade our next setup, right? Let's go, Jesse. All right, Team Green. Team Green. Let's get some spam in the chat. Some Stay Frosty for Mr. Jesse. I'm gonna give a Stay Frosty for myself there. That's me. I'm done. That's me in the corner. That's me in the spotlight. Okay, there's your targets all the way down to that that goldenrod chain down there. If it's gonna go. Okay. If not, they're gonna snap this thing back so hard off of 16, they're gonna wish they didn't do that. Now, am I saying that's what's gonna happen? No. But there is some tape down there to start it. So the way that I see the tape right now, okay, and what you do is you just look for the holes. And then you look for the large blocks. We are freshly into position one. There is a short. A red overtakes green on the 2-minute chart. Stop is 24.25. You'd be shorting right around 18.25 with a target of 12.25. Holy shit, there's your 12.25 targets. There it is. So now why would we take that? Because it's the first red overtakes green. After position one, which is the 20 goes through the 200. There's a long coming up out of there 2075. I'm not taking it. Okay, with a 1750 with a 1725 stop. It's not saying full bore. Hey, look at me, go long. It's saying be very very careful if you're thinking about shorting again. 1725 stop. So you'd have 2425 and 2775. Boom. There's your 2425s right there. You'd be filled. Unreal. Look at how strong that long is. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. If I weren't done for the day, I would have been in that trade. I have a 30-second long at 2075 with a stop of 1725. And it is smashing right now. It is at 2R, going into 3R, folks. All right, we've got about 10 minutes, 15 seconds left of this stream for this week. Folks, wow, wow, wow. We've had our ups, we've had our downs, we've had our holidays, and we're back to trading and crushing souls. 10 points a day keeps the job away. Don't add another account until you can consistently take 10 points a day. If you lose 10 points, hit the Sims, hit the showers, come back tomorrow, come again. And remember, you can't make up yesterday's losses. All you can do is just trade today. The way that this could work, let me just give you the lay of the land. Huggy Bear's going to lay it out so y'all can play it out, right? So what I'm thinking here is the running out of the clock, the running out of the time on the clock. And then a move is what's going to happen. Now, no, do they run the clock all the way out to the closing bell? Maybe, right? So that would be sideways, right? Okay. So here's the deal. It is quadruple witching. Okay. It's quadruple witching. This is when the newbie blood is spilt. Okay. This is when weak players go to slaughter. Okay. Be grateful that you're up. Okay. Be grateful that you're only down what you are right now. Okay. Go ahead and just stop trading. Okay. You're not going to improve your situation by continuing doing what you're doing today. Okay. Hit the replay. Get yourself going in some practice. Okay, not the alternative. And relax. Now, just because this is painted pink and it says up does not mean that was a buy bar. That's actually a sell bar. Right? When it closes like this, oh, that's a freebie. Right down to the bottom of that wick. That's a freebie. The algos jump all over that. Now, could you sweep the leg on this trade? You absolutely could have swept the leg of this 25-25 entry, and you have a target of 30-50, right? I am not in any trades. I think this is kind of a chop area in the fact that long would be counter trend because we're below the 200. We're below the VWAP. We're below yesterday's high when we were just clearly way above yesterday's high, right? This is not where the easy money is going to be made. All right, let's. Right, traders. This is Revan Wood. I go by Sage FT online. I am the creator, founder, head trader of the live trading desk online 5 days a week, Monday through Friday on our socials, and creator, founder of sageft.com. Visit us for more information on how we can take your trading to the next level by simplifying what you do. All right, here's the review for 6/20/25. I hope everybody had a great Juneteenth here in America. It was kind of a day to relax, rewind, reset, get ready for your Friday session, get your game plan going. Hopefully all of you traded your game plan. We certainly traded ours. Let's take a look. All right, Daily said chop, 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 31.50 over under. Okay, thank you. All right, so now what we have going on here is just chop. Quadruple witching chop. So the warning was put out early on Twitter. Quadruple witching. Okay. And what we mean by quadruple witching is be careful. This is not the place for new traders to cut their teeth. There's your 30-50 target. There's your 30-50 target, fam. All right. So now let's go to the 15-minute chart. Let's see how this traded. All right. So now it was very easy to see when it went into fractal up. Okay, we were all able to capture this. Now, what's really cool is we were able to capture the almost exact highs. Oops, I did not mean to do that. The exact highs here by using our magic charts. I'm kidding. To show us the levels that we're looking for. And we were able to capture very, very well a lot of the move here. I actually got 60.75 was my last. I think I got it a little bit better. I did get my 10 points gross profit here in my one account. And then I got about just under 40 points profit here in the sim as I was hitting my targets in the other account perfectly. So with that being said, how did we trade it? I'm glad you asked. Well, what we did is we just waited for our trade to revisit itself or reset or fire, right? And our trade is we wait for our moving averages to move into the same, to agree with each other, and then we execute. Like right here. Perfect. And then when they flipped, no more going long, shorts, perfect. And now back into the chop zone. And now we're done. We're just hanging out. Okay, so that's going to do it. We'll have the Sunday night review and rev up out for you Sunday night. We'll keep the stream on for another 2 minutes for the review watchers. See ya. If you are a micros trader and you are an eval trader or a prop firm trader, might I recommend Take Profit Trader? 50-cent micros commissions. That's going to do it for me, everybody. That's going to do it for me. Thank you. All right, stream watchers. Any last Any last confessions you'd like to make? If you swept the leg of that pink bar, you made money at 30.50. You closed it. You bought it at 25.25. You sold it at 30.50. If you look on the tape, you've got quite you have quite the algorithm that we're following doing this, right? Let me show you this here. Look, so 30. So here, I'm going to do something. Let's do this. Let's flip this around. I'm going to put that on the tape because I want you guys watching the tape. Okay. So, all right. Now, if we look at it this way, okay. If you look at it this way, you don't want to buy after it just went up after it's still going down, right? Let's just look at it like this. Watch it. Watch this. This is a really cool way to see it because you can zoom out and you can see it better this way, right? So think about it. Line break. Do you want to buy up here or would you rather take down here? Okay. So if you bought down here, you have a better chance of just coming back to break even, right? Let's review how this would work. Okay. So let's say we bought right here, and we had a stop of 25.25. Okay. Watch this. This is actually how you actually do it, right? So when I say sweep the leg, what I mean is you put your entry order where your stop would have been. Okay. You put your entry order where your stop would have been. Okay. So if we go off of the silly David O, what's his name? David O. Selznick. My eyes are watering after that. Okay. All you're doing is just taking. All right. So how many times have you gone long, a little early or a little late, and you go, shit. Okay. It hits your stop and goes right back to break even. Okay. How many times has it done that? So if you listen to the Scottish guy, you put your entry order where your stop would have been, right? And so then everybody goes, yeah, but if you put your entry order where your stop would have been, where would you put your stop? Do you see it? Do you see that I didn't draw anything different than the normal 1-to-1 risk reward ratio? Do you see it? But if you were to sweep the leg, do you see where you would put your entry and your stop? Type a Y in the chat. Okay, I don't care which platform you're on. Type a Y in the chat if you see it. I didn't draw anything different. Folks, I'm not just sharing this with you just to shits and giggles with you. I'm showing you the absolute secret to what we are doing. Type a Y in the chat if you see the stop level in this trade. AF says no. Anyone else? That's funny. There's like 120 people watching. Folks, you can type in the comments. Those of you that are not on YouTube, you can type in the comments and it shows up. We can read them. AF, do you see where it says negative 100 601975? So if we were to enter at 25.25, look at the equidistant, right? So if let's say that we entered at 30.75 incorrectly, which it's not incorrect. It's out of context. And so then our stop would be 25.25. Okay? That's the middle number that you see there. Okay. So then if we had a stop at 25.25, but we want to enter there, look at 1-to-1 risk reward or negative 1-to-1. If we're trying to just get back to break even from our original crappy entry at 30.75, do you see that? There's a beautiful long at 30.75 right now. You're starting to hit your targets, folks. I'm done. The question is, in this picture, do you see where the actual stop would be? And if only one person is listening, that's going to do it for me, folks. My time is very valuable. What I'm showing here is worth tens of millions of dollars. And everybody have a great evening. There's more information on the website, sageft.com. There's a lot of videos. We've got hundreds of videos, possibly even 1,000 videos coming up here shortly. That's going to do it for me. Good night. Peace.